So when putting a meal together, I like to have at least 35 grams of protein.
We've got the chicken pad see ew.
A little hack that Michaela and I have been doing for probably the last 2 years. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So my name's Dave and I make content around running, shoes, and my life. In today's video, I'm gonna go through everything that I eat in a day while running around 75 kilometers a week. Even though I'm only running 75 kilometers a week at the moment, my diet hasn't really changed a lot since running 100 kilometers a week, deep in marathon training. So I'm gonna do my best to run through what I eat, when I eat, and why I eat it. So we'll start the morning off with what I have to drink. So I've made myself a double shot ice long black coffee. And then I usually have a cup of electrolytes. So I've got the BPN electrolyte sachets that I've been using here. So I usually just chuck that in a glass of water and then whiz it up. So I'll just be sipping on that throughout the morning. I like to start my day with electrolytes, and it's just a good way to get water in. I would usually drink this before I have my coffee, like pretty much as soon as I wake up. And I like to have my coffee probably at least an hour after waking up, most days. Then I've got my pre-run brekkie. So this is pretty much my first brekkie, as I have two. So one before my run, and then I'll have my proper full breakfast after my run. So what I have for my pre-run brekkie, I've got gluten-free bagel with peanut butter. I've got the Mavis peanut butter here, it's the goat. And then I've just got some organic honey that I've put over the top as well. So the reason I have this is I like to get a good hit of carbs in before I go out for my run. The run I'm gonna be doing today is a threshold session, so I'm definitely gonna need a bit more energy, and I'm gonna need to make sure that I've got my carb stores nice and topped up so that I don't bonk during the session. And it's another good reason why I have the electrolytes beforehand as well, just to make sure that I'm not gonna be cramping or feeling shitty during the run. So I like to get that in before my run. Then afterwards, I'll go through what I have as my sort of second breakfast.
Bye, love you. Okay, so my A goal for the summer is to get faster, even though it doesn't look like summer right now. Not the best weather, but so A goal, get faster over summer. So I'm doing a lot of shorter interval workouts, just trying to get the top end speed up as much as possible. So today's session, I've got 10 by 300 meters with a 100-meter recovery walk in between. And we've got 2 rounds of that. So should be about 6 kilometers of effort today. I'm gonna be doing these 300-meter efforts at about 5K pace. And then nice easy walk recovery for 100 meters, which will probably end up being around a minute. And in between the sets of 10, I've just got 2 minutes standing recovery to just recover as best I can before I get into another 10 rounds of 300 meters. Oh, it's so humid. Whew. Bloody humid. There's this sweat like dripping off my hat. Well, there was. All right, so I'm back from my run, had a shower, feeling good, and I'm ready for my second breakfast. So I've got it here out on the table, and I've just put all of the ingredients out just so it's easier to visualize what I chuck into it. But essentially, we've got a frozen coconut yogurt,
And in that frozen coconut yogurt, I've got some choc cake batter flavored plant protein. So it works out to be around 35 or 30 grams of protein in there. I've got almonds. We've obviously run out, but I put the container there anyway. I've got peanut butter, of course. I've got organic blueberries, and then this is just the coconut yogurt that I like to use. So the reason I freeze it is because when you mix coconut yogurt with plant protein, for some reason it just gets very liquidy and turns to pretty much chocolate flavored water. So to make it easier to eat and make it actually a meal, we just chuck it, and when I say we, I mean my girlfriend and I, we both have the same breakfast every day. We just chuck it in the freezer and then get it out when we would like to have it the next day. So basically my main focus for my post-run meal is I want to replenish my carbs. So I'll be getting that in the blueberries, and I also want to be getting a good solid source of protein in so that I can kickstart my recovery. So yeah, basically ticking all the boxes with this one. I love it so much because it just tastes like a dessert and it feels like I'm treating myself every single morning. I do also have a coffee flavored protein, which has about 75 milligrams of caffeine in it, which if I have to work in the morning, I'll make an overnight version, or I make it overnight anyways, but I'll bring it in a takeaway container and I'll take it to work, and then I'll have it at work, and I'll still get a little bit of caffeine in where, because I won't be able to make myself coffee at home because I'm at work. And that saves me a bit of money having to buy a coffee. Never have to buy a coffee in the morning. I just have my protein, my coffee flavored protein, like dessert breakfast, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna go over and enjoy that now, and I'll give you guys just a little rundown on how the workout went. So while I eat my brekkie, let's do a little bit of a rundown on the workout, just a really quick one. And also, after big sessions like today, where I sweat a lot, I also like to have some electrolytes after my run, just to replenish all of the, sodium and whatnot that I've lost throughout the run. So yeah, gonna have for this one, I've got Precision Fueling and Hydration electrolyte tabs. So I'm gonna chuck that in some water. I have lots of different brands of fueling and hydration because I've teamed up with Aid Station and they send me a whole lot of different stuff. So I'm always trying new things, and I'm yet to find one that I haven't enjoyed, except for some gels. There are some gels out there that people that know me know that, yeah, I'm not a fan of like super gooey gels, like a goo gel, for example, probably the best example. I'm not a fan of those, but other than that, I'm pretty much just love eating fueling stuff, eh? So good. So yeah, I got Precision Fueling and Hydration for that one. Not sure if I'll have to spin that one. It's fizzing. But yeah, let's get into the workout. Bit all over the shop for this video. A 12K distance in total for the workouts. I have 2 rounds of 10 times 300 meters work with 100 meters walking recovery in between. So with the 300s, I was averaging around 54 to 56 seconds per rep. That was working out to be about 3:05 or 3 minutes to 3:05 pace per kilometer, that is. And for the walking recoveries, I was just taking around 55 seconds to walk the 100 meters. So it was roughly about a minute on, a minute off for the workout. And with my efforts, because I was running around that 3-minute pace, it's obviously not my 5-kilometer pace. So I don't know why I said that at the start of the workout. I think it was just runner's brain when I was jogging and chatting shit to the camera. I would say a 3-minute pace effort is definitely closer to like 1K effort. So yeah, it was like almost all out. I would say it was definitely more of a VO2 session, but yeah, I really surprised myself on how well I was recovering in the 1 minute walking recoveries. Not gonna lie, the session did get really tough. I always get that feeling of, you're halfway through the first 10 reps and you're thinking, how the hell am I gonna do 15 more of these? And then somehow you pull it out and ends up being a really great session. But yeah, not easy, tough session. Ended up being for 59 minutes, 14 seconds, and I ran just over 12K. So stoked with that effort. if you don't have one of these, it is a great investment. So I've just been editing Up a Storm this morning. I managed to get the On Relay event YouTube video done. Happy with that. I reckon it's gonna be a really good video. But yeah, now it's time for lunch. So let's go see what we've got for lunch. So for lunch, we've got the chicken pad see ew. It's meant to have egg, but I forgot it. So I just added cashews for some extra protein instead. And yeah, I always look to eat something balanced for every meal. So something that has protein, carbs, fats, and fiber. Chicken, bok choy, and rice noodles with some cashews thrown in as well. And I think the sauce was made from tamari, so that's just gluten-free soy sauce, fish sauce, and some coconut sugar was thrown in as well, I think. I get up for 2 seconds and look who stole my seat. So when putting a meal together, I like to have at least 35 grams of protein. That just works out for the maths of my body weight and how much exercise I do. I weigh 72 kilos at the moment. And I obviously want to be getting carbs in to help replenish and keep me feeling energized throughout the day. Hey, sit. The rice noodles in here, I think has around 80 grams of carbs as well. So yeah, I'm definitely ticking all boxes with this one. Also, a little hack that Michaela and I have been doing for probably the last 2 years. To save time and effort, we never have to cook lunch, because what we do when we cook dinner, we cook twice as much and we make 4 meals out of it. So 2 meals for me, 2 meals for her. We have it for dinner and then we have the same meal for lunch the next day. So this is what you're seeing right now. This was last night's dinner. I feel like that is honestly the GOAT way to do it, just because that way you can, whatever you're doing for the day, you can take this with you. If you have work, if you have anything on that you need to do, you know that you don't have to worry about thinking of an extra meal for lunch and then going ahead and cooking it. You've already got it there in the fridge ready to go, and it always stays fresh because it was only made the night before. You're not leaving it for a couple of days. Nothing against people that like to meal prep the same thing for the whole week. If that works for you, that's great. But yeah, I like variety and I like my food tasting, at least a day fresh if possible. Alright guys, so this afternoon I'm actually going to work from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. So I'm gonna need another snack to time me over before I have dinner when I get home. So what I've got here, I've just got a protein shake, so that'll be about 35 grams of protein. I just have it on water. I just much prefer it with water and ice. And then I've got a homemade gluten-free banana bread. And then if I'm still feeling hungry, I have a banana to tie me over as well. So I'm back from work, back home to dinner that lovely Michaela has cooked for me. So it's a cottage pie. So we have beef mince with seasoning, and I've got mixed veggies. So broccoli, what else is there?
Just broccoli and onion.
Broccoli and onion and carrots. And then it's got a mashed potato mix on the top there with some nutritional yeast. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to end the video here. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed a little look into what I eat every day and why I eat it. I basically just look at food as fuel, to use it as something that can help me become a better athlete and make me feel better and feel stronger throughout the day and more energized. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know in the comments, and if you have any other video ideas that you guys would want me to do, comment them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.